This is the Slater Report podcast. Live on YouTube, Monday, August 28th. It's open season in college football. Yes, week 0 is underway. Finished this Saturday, but week 1 is here. College football is here. Woo! Yes, back to school means football, us, and enjoyment. Week 0, even though there were about 5 games, you would think, we won't get much out of it. It's really not even big games. They were all entertaining. None of them were a disappointment at all. I mean, wow. Just wow. I mean, it's not like, oh wow, we've been missing college football so much that, like, it's so nice to have this back. Just one thing happened. You're like, yes, this is back. I'm saying that, like, everything that happened week 0 is, like, all the memes and all the crazy things that would happen during the regular season, they all happen in week 0. It's crazy. Kickoff returns for touchdowns. Block punts. Players running into each other. I'll get to that here in just a minute. But first, let's get into some boring stuff. The headlines. I only have a couple of headlines for you. Nothing major. It's just here's one, a surprising one. Brett Yormark, the CEO, the Big 12, or the commissioner, however you want to say it. He had a press conference last week saying that he's not rooting for Texas at all. In fact, he's rooting for Texas Tech to beat Texas. In fact, Texas Tech did beat Texas last year. Rooting for them to do the same thing this year. And later on, he really is not cheering for Texas at all. He never mentioned OU though, but it might have to do with them leaving the Big 12 to go to SEC. But, yeah, Texas is not happy about that. In fact, they're shocked because they haven't said any word about OU, apparently. But, yeah, the Big 12 is rooting against Texas this season, which is weird, which is kind of funny, actually. But, yeah, we'll see where that goes next week because Texas, well, we'll see how Texas does the season this Saturday. And, some more conference realignment news. I can't believe I'm still talking about that all summer long. Well, California, Stanford, and SMU are still trying to get into the ACC. What are we, 4 or 5 weeks now into this discussion? Every week I've been hearing, okay, the ACC is going to vote on it this week. Friday comes, nothing. In the last 4 weeks, it's been like that. Also, the American Conference has also been, keeping an eye on this. Mountain West has also been keeping an eye on this, seeing, is the ACC really going to do this? If not, we're going to take those 4 teams. But if they are, we'll take the ones that don't. It's crazy. I mean, yeah, about 4 weeks ago, the ACC did vote. It failed. They were 1 vote away from allowing them in for California and Stanford. This time around, SMU is joining it. But, I mean, I don't see it happening because they already have Clemson and Florida State mad at them right now. So, the ACC, I don't think is going to vote them in until they figure out how to keep Clemson and Florida State happy. I think they need to fix that problem first. They need to fix the problem and the issues with their current members, then try and add 3 more in, or how many more they can let in, because this is just very weird for the ACC right now. And, yeah, I really don't see it happening. I don't think we're gonna have, I was told this morning there's gonna be a vote at some point. They said at some point this week. I was like, if they're gonna vote, I want to know the date. The date, the day, the time of the meeting, and and I want to see results. So that's why I have been really quiet about on social media and like about conference realignment lately, is because it's all rumors right now. I only post things on Twitter, or X, what it's now called, if it's confirmed or if I confirm it. So usually most of my reports might be late, but I'm basically confirming those rumors if they are rumors or whatever. But yeah, at the moment it's just all rumors to me. But I will confirm this. Well, actually, I confirmed this like early last week. But I want to get. It's still rumor going on, even though people, ESPN's already confirmed this, but a lot of media's already confirmed this. But a lot of people still think the Big 12 is still gonna. If the ACC doesn't grab them, the Big 12 will. No, the Big 12 is done. They are done expanding for this season and probably for the next couple of years. I don't see the Big 12 expanding anytime soon. They are done. They got the teams they want. They are done. The Big 10, there really aren't any rumors about the Big 10 going after anyone, but I still don't see the Big 10 going after anyone, but the Big 10 could, but I don't see it happening. Very unlikely, but it's possible. It's like a 1% chance. There's a chance, very low. The SEC, no, they're not expanding. The Pac-12 could merge with the Mountain West. We'll just have to see. I don't know. The conference realignment is very weird right now. Anyway, enough about headline. Let's get into the fun stuff. Yes, I'm bringing this segment back, and it got a new name. Yeah, I think before it was just Twitter Picks of the Week, but I got a new name. I came up with a new name for it this time. Me. Weird name, but it's catchy, it's funny, and let's go to Vanderbilt first. Yes, Vanderbilt played Hawaii Saturday night. Big win for them. I'll do a recap on Down and Distance tomorrow, but they had some players spell Vanderbilt with shirts, which is actually weird because usually they paint it on their body instead of shirts, but okay. But yeah, of course, the one time when ESPN went to show them, it was the time where they weren't even trying, where they were just randomly scattered, and we got this result. I have no idea what it says. What does this say? I can't tell. That's very weird. Vorbear Vexbertar. I can't even pronounce it. Anyway, yeah, funny spelling, classic Vanderbilt. I don't think they were trying to do that, but it's on TV, so yeah, that's that. Oh, yeah, this was a FCS game, and it was apparently so hot that the person trying to watch the game had to have an umbrella, had the sun shining right at their face, and obviously can't see the game with an umbrella in front of your face. So I don't know what's going on here, honestly. Why would you go to a game knowing that the 101? You take an umbrella knowing it's going to be hot, you take it for shade, but yet that's smart, take an umbrella for shade, but also you can hold it in a different position. You can hold it above your head. It still gives you shade while you watch the game. That I don't get it at all. Or maybe your team's losing and it's your excuse to not watch the game. Anyway, funny. Next one. This one is probably gonna haunt the official for the rest of the season. Yeah, that's gotta hurt. What was going on here? I didn't see this play. I actually didn't see this game, but I probably should have. I heard it was a very entertaining game. But yeah, we got this play out of it. Yeah, week 0 we got this meme out of it. I'm trying to see from the... I need to go back and see the full play to see how we ended up with this, but I'm trying to see just from this video where he is and where he's throwing at. What? And he's trying, I think he's trying to throw the ball away, you know, out of bounds into the crowd on the sideline, but the official just happens to be standing right there. I mean, he's trying to get out of the way, but not quick enough. And, yeah, that hurts. Yeah, sorry, I'll take it away so you don't have to see it anymore. Anyway, yeah, here's another aggressive, here's probably the face mask of the season. Holy cow! Wow! That hurts. Ouch. And the effort. Woo! Face mask moves his helmet. He's still playing. I don't even know if he got it all, if it was caught, but whoa, wow. Talk about playing until the whistle. I honestly think that if the person with holding the football helmet gets twisted around the point where he can't see, call the play dead. He's down right there. I mean, that's very unsafe. That's very dangerous. But, yeah. Another one of those videos where... That's kind of funny. I showed it a couple times, but now I gotta take it away. And here, this last one is, Sons of Vanderbilt. Very well. Yeah, starting with Vanderbilt, ending with Vanderbilt. The tagline for this is, how do I explain this? So Vanderbilt is doing renovations for their stadium. I forgot how much, but I'll talk more about it on Down and Distance tomorrow. But yeah, it won't be ready for the start of the season. That's got to be ready for next season. Yeah, the new clubhouse or whatever it's called. Anyway, yeah, more seating. Vanderbilt really needs more seating. They can't even fill what they have. But anyway, yeah, they had a game Saturday, and they don't have a Jumbotron at that side, so they used 2 cranes to hold up the Jumbotron with speakers and everything. So, yeah, that's what the scene looks like, the construction site. Jumbotron, also, yeah, you can see that very closely. Weather delay, yeah, they had a lightning delay at the beginning of the game, so it was delayed for about 40 minutes to start the game. So, that's Vanderbilt football for you. What a great way to start week 0. Great way to start college football. Am I right? Anyway, let's jump into some college football games. Or I guess it's really all college football talk. But, yeah. Colorado TCU, our game of the week. Be going on and on about this on American Indian on Saturday all week. Big game. And, oh yeah, another meme. You should look up Fox Sports promo for this video. I mean, no, for this game. It has Coach Prime riding a buffalo. Yeah, imagine that. Coach Prime is riding a buffalo. That's Fox promo for this. Not, oh hey, TCU is first runner up. And they're number 21. How about promoting TCU? They're the home team too. Come on. I didn't get that at all. Oh my goodness, that hurt my head. Yeah, you should really look at that promo. It's very, very weird. But yeah, game of the week. I'm actually expecting TCU to blow them out of the water, but you never know with Coach Prime. He might actually have a team. But Thursday, Pac-12 versus the SEC. Or really, I got the SEC versus the Pac-12. Hold on. On screen, it will be fixed, but when I recorded this, it looked weird. So, yeah, we got Florida versus Utah. Really, 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 really big game. And it's on a Thursday night. So, it's gonna be awesome. Florida surprisingly not ranked for me. I have them ranked. I'll get the ranking in just a little bit. Utah is at 14, which Utah was 7 when these two played each other last year. And it was a road game. Utah won. This time, Florida won. This time, Florida's on the road. Utah won the Pac-12, but yet they have a lower seeding or a lower ranking. Why? I don't know. Utah, actually, they have most of the same players returning. Florida does too. Both these two teams have pretty much the same teams, same players returning. They look even better. Both their rosters look even better. And yet, Florida's not ranked, and Utah is 7 down from what they were last year when they played each other. So that's something. But it's a Thursday night, so yeah. This is gonna be a huge game, and this would probably likely be one of the biggest games that we're gonna talk about in Week 1. There are gonna be some pretty big highlights, and I'm expecting some high-scoring plays from Utah. I think Florida's gonna get a couple of good defensive turnovers. It's gonna be one crazy game, and I can't wait to see that. Can't wait for Thursday. Yeah, but also Saturday, 2:30. Number 3, Ohio State. Number 1 for me is on the road to Indiana. Yep, conference play starting early in the Big Ten. This is gonna be an interesting game. I think Ohio State will very likely win this game, but Indiana is one of those teams where you never at home they can pull off an upset. They got home field advantage. They can do it. I think they can, but just keep an eye out. And then later that night, 6:30, West Virginia versus Penn State. I know this is probably not that big of a game, but West Virginia could. No. Penn State. Oh, sorry. I don't even know why I even put this in here. Penn State totally 100% winning this game. All right, next one. North Carolina and South Carolina. This one, ESPN is doing this as their game of the week. Why? Well, actually, I see why, but I don't know why. Because North Carolina is ranked 21. South Carolina is not ranked. I think actually South Carolina could be ranked. They're actually a younger team. I think South Carolina will be ranked at the end of the season as they improve. But they're at home with the young team, new roster basically. Yeah, they don't have Spencer Rattler anymore. But North Carolina, Mac Brown. I mean, he's had some good years down there. One year he has like 2 good years and then 1 bad year, and then he's got a couple of good years and then 1 bad year. He's back and forth. And I think that this might be, with North Carolina starting at 21, not in any high hopes for North Carolina this year. So, I had North Carolina competing and probably winning this game. But, we got a top 10 matchup, and it's on a Sunday. LSU and Florida State, 6:30. Number 5 versus 8. Yeah, hardly anyone's talked about this game. Not in any promotions about this game, and yet top 10 matchup. It's probably because it's on a Sunday. It's the reason why it's not getting much promotion, but this is a huge game. The winner of this game could win their conference. LSU, they win this game on the road, they could potentially make a run in the SEC and knock out Alabama. Florida State, they win at home. It proves me right. It proves everyone else right that Florida State is going to be a team to watch in the ACC. And look out, Clemson, because Florida State coming at you. Clemson no longer going to be the favorite of the ACC. The ACC is getting better and better. Slowly but surely, the ACC is getting better. Speaking of Clemson, on Monday night at 7 o'clock, Duke is at home hosting Clemson. Clemson number 9. Can Clemson... Actually, this is really not even that big of a game. We all know Clemson's winning. Just doing it because it's a Monday game. So, yeah. So, yeah, those are the big games this week. Come full of weekday games. But, yeah. So, but there is one more thing I would like to talk about in the Slater Report podcast. And that's hurricane. Yes. We got a hurricane heading towards Florida. How is that going to impact college football and the games down in Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas? Well, actually, I'm going to switch over to my weather graphics real quickly, so give me just a minute, because how can the Gulf of Mexico, it's hurricane season, so how's the weather going to impact college football? And as I am rambling and talking about this, I am working on opening up my weather graphics, so I can continue to talk about this, because I have weather graphics in a different package, so I could actually talk about a little weather, because I know a little thing about weather too. So yeah, let's jump into some how can hurricane, trying to remember which hurricane this is, but oh yeah, yep, there it is. Wow, here's a big hurricane map of the Atlantic. So there's at the time of this recording, there is one hurricane out there, and there's another one that is a tropical storm that is very likely to become a hurricane. If not today, at some point overnight, but I think it will likely become a hurricane at some point tomorrow, if not today. But yeah, that's the one we're gonna be taking a closer look at. It's I probably will mispronounce it, but tropical storm Idly, but it will likely become a hurricane either by the time this episode comes out, or at some point tomorrow. And yeah, here is a closer timeline of it. So as you can see that it moves, it's in the Gulf of Mexico right now. And this is not accurate. I mean, this is just a prediction. But as at the time of the recording, it is moving in to Florida. So if you live in Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, be prepared. Also, it's yeah, this could potentially become I wouldn't say a major hurricane, but it could do some flooding. I mean, keep an eye out, because yeah, Thursday is actually the time of some big games. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can tell by Saturday, even though it would be long gone by Saturday, flooding happens for multiple weeks. So we got to keep an eye on this on potentially impacting college football. As you can see, as it goes through Florida State has a home game on a Sunday. Even though, yeah, it's gone by Sunday, it could have some big flooding problems to impact that game. Also, you can see that as it goes through the Carolinas, I know that in Georgia, there are some games going on in that area. And let's take a look at the rainfall amount. This is this is a lot of rainfall coming down. I mean, look at that. Almost 10 to 15 inches of rainfall, and in the around the eye circle. Even if you're not in the eye, I mean, look, far west as Miami can get rain. That's a lot. That's a lot of rain. I mean, yeah, 2 to 4 inches. Yeah, that's not gonna do much. Probably not gonna impact college football. But I mean, yeah, even as far north as Knoxville, Charlotte. There are some games down there. Birmingham, Atlanta could get some rain. And even the wind. The wind is going to be crazy. Yeah, I don't have a graphic for the wind yet. The National Hurricane Center has not released an accurate version of the wind at the time of this recording. But I mean, if there is a good one, it's gonna pop up right now of the wind impact. But if I don't, you're just seeing the rainfall right now. But yeah, the wind is going to be crazy too. Now let's look at how will it impact college football. Well, Wake Forest has got a home game. Yes. Yeah. It's Thursday night. And, yeah, where is it going to be on Thursday? yeah, that's kind of close to where they are. They got to keep an eye on Wake Forest down there. UCF, it will be long past UCF by Thursday, but some flooding could happen. Georgia Tech, right in that area on Friday. Georgia, Saturday, it'll be long gone by then, but again, flooding, keep an eye on flooding there. South Carolina, that's more closer to the timeline that, it could, if it tends to go slower, it could be just leaving South Carolina by the time that game kicks off. There might be some delays. Florida State, even though Sunday, yeah, the hurricane or tropical storm will be long gone by then. But also, Florida State, the location of this game, taking a direct hit of the eye. So not only is they going to get a lot of rain, but a lot of strong winds, flooding, damage. It's going to be a big cleanup for Florida down there if this path is accurate. Even if Florida State, even if it shifts, just the cone of the track shifts a little bit, Florida State is going to get it. I'm sorry, but yeah. These are the games to keep an eye on, and there might be, if the timeline shifts, there might be more added to this list. There is, as you can see, I think Charlotte was one of the locations that I mentioned. Charlotte does have a home game. I didn't put it in the list because they are a little far away out of the cone, and they're not expecting not much rainfall and not much wind, so I didn't add it. But if the cone shifts, I could add them to the list. But yeah, that's a little weather update, hurricane tracker for you, and I'll probably keep you updated on this throughout the week, and I'll probably talk more about this on Down and Distance tomorrow. Anyway, let's get to some ranking prediction, or not ranking prediction, but rankings comparison. Ohio State, number 1 in my rankings. I already mentioned Florida State, number 2. Alabama 3, Georgia's 4. That's my top 4. AP's got Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, and Alabama as their top 5. Also, USC, they got them at 6. Oh yeah, we actually had a couple of ranked opponents placed already. We had USC and Notre Dame. Notre Dame, dang. Notre Dame is, I have Notre Dame at 17. AP has them at 13. Notre Dame really impressed me. Notre Dame looked like a top 10 team that game. But they did play Navy, and we'll have to see how it goes week 1 this Saturday. I'll have to judge. In order for me to see how well Notre Dame did, I need to judge how well Navy responds after that loss. Is Navy really that bad, or are they really good in Navy and Notre Dame had a great game? Or did Notre Dame Navy had no chance. They weren't good at all, and Notre Dame, if they were good or bad, they were going to win that game. And also, can Notre Dame have another good win like that back to back? That's the only reason why I could think of moving Notre Dame to the top 10. USC, on the other hand, play defense. Play defense. That's all I'm asking. That's all. Yeah, AP has good respect for USC because of their offense. But if you want to get in USC, if you want to get in the top 10 and go to the playoff, play defense. Play defense. Alright. Well, and you can see the rest of my ranking, the AP ranking, right there. Do comparison. But anyway, thanks for watching the Slater podcast this week. I know I took last week off, but it's going to be every week throughout college football season now. It's going to be a great one, and I'll likely have, if those are the means we had in week 0, I can't wait for this Saturday to show more. I think this show is going to be mostly memes, basically. Me talk about college football memes, basically, because I like the me segment now. It's probably one of my new favorite segments to do on YouTube Live. But, yeah, anyway, thanks for watching the Slater podcast. This is actually a big week for Busy Sports. You know, this show, Down in Distance tomorrow. We got American Game Day on Saturday, and Hot Seat will be back on Sunday. Hot Seat's actually going to be on Sunday. I know most of our promos have showed Hot Seat on a Monday or like a Wednesday or something, but yeah, we actually moved Hot Seat to do Sunday now at 6 o'clock. So, I don't know if the promos this week will be fixed by then, but eventually I'll have that fixed. But yeah, big week for Busy Sports. Week 1. What else can you ask for? Alright, well, roll my outro or intro. They're really both the same thing. This is the Slater Report Podcast!